And now, moving into the second quarter, in the top half of the draw, we have the Sascha Zverev quarter. 3-seed Zverev takes on Lerner Tien in the first round. That's going to be a very interesting watch. It would honestly be pretty funny if Zverev lost to Tien in the first round after making the finals last year and taking Alcaraz to 5 sets. But in Grand Slams, playing marathon matches, this is where Sascha thrives. I'd be really surprised if Zverev doesn't at least make the round of 16 here. But moving down in the draw, we have one of the best first round matchups, Matteo Arnaldi versus Felix. Felix has been so erratic this year. I actually give Arnaldi a chance to win that and draw out errors with his defense against Felix. I'm actually going to go Zverev to beat Arnaldi in the third round to make the round of 16, where I think he will meet 18-seed Francisco Cerundolo. In the second round, I could see Dolo having a little bit of a test with Greek Sport, but the way that Dolo has been playing this year, I'd be a little bit surprised if he lost to Talon. And then in a third round against potentially Grigor Dimitrov, I like Dolo again in that matchup, with Grigor's health being a little bit unknown. But if we get Zverev versus Cerundolo in the round of 16, Francisco is going to be a very trendy upset pick over Sascha. With a 3-0 head-to-head, all 3 meetings on clay, a win over Zverev in Madrid this year for Cerundolo, I give him a real shot to take out Zverev and make the quarterfinals here. Sascha, with his athleticism and length, loves to just bucker down and play defense. And on this slower clay, in these longer matches, that's why he's so hard to beat at the French Open. But in this individual matchup, Cerundolo has that elite ball striking on both wings to overcome Zverev's defense and push him on this clay. And I'm actually going to lean Cerundolo to take out Sascha and make the quarterfinals here in Roland Garros. And then moving to the other side of the quarter, for who Cerundolo might play in the quarterfinals, we have 11-seed Medvedev and 6-seed Novak Djokovic coming off his 100th title in Geneva. I honestly don't think they could have given Djokovic an easier path to at least the quarterfinals here. Getting Medvedev as a seed on clay, and then Shapovalov potentially in the third round. I don't see Novak having any real tests or upset potential before he makes the quarterfinals. I'm not going to sleep on Mute in the second round to make life difficult for Djokovic. I think he could push him to maybe 4 or 5 sets, but I think Djokovic, barring physical concerns, makes the quarterfinal here, where that would set up an epic clash with Cerundolo and an actual revenge fight for Francisco. After last year, he lost to Djokovic in an epic 5-set battle. If we get that quarterfinal of Cerundolo versus Djokovic, it's going to really be tough to go against the legend, Djokovic. Novak is pretty much my boogeyman. I've rooted against him his whole career. I'm probably going to pick Cerundolo to beat him in the quarterfinals, but I know Djokovic is going to make me regret it. With how underpowered he looked, his concerns physically throughout the year, after he had his hamstring injury in Australia, Djokovic in his 38th season has occasionally shown his age. So I think if he plays Cerundolo, I have to pick Dolo to actually upset him. Dolo has been playing borderline top 10 tennis all year. He's physically in his prime. He's been having deep runs at many big tournaments this year. And I think the familiarity of having Cerundolo play Djokovic last year will help him here. But honestly, it's up to Djokovic. It's a little unknown his form is going to be. Last year, he was carrying an injury into Roland Garros. This year, he's probably physically healthier, but hasn't had the big results that we're accustomed to for Djokovic. I'm sure in all reality, if we actually get this matchup, Djokovic is going to beat Cerundolo. But for this draw preview, for a bold prediction, I'm going to take Cerundolo to beat Djokovic and win his quarter. That's a future I like for this part of the draw. Cerundolo to win quarter 2. Plus 550, which would set up a potential semifinal. Jannik Sinner, the 1 seed, against the 18 seed Francisco Cerundolo.